interested. I think it's interesting to see a little bit. Already we have our mold breaker because we had a discussion if you did miss the previous game. Because in the first series, it was the team who had choice. They picked first pick, the other team picked blue side, and we were like, is this going to happen all the time? Brendan said, it won't happen the entire first week, and already.
I didn't think it would happen today.
Yeah, very quick. So we'll see how that plays out. It does still mean, though, that we have red side is the team with first pick. So that is how it is going to be. And that probably is how it is going to be in a lot of games. Do you see the Malphite being banned, as well as that Kiana? Jace taken away. We saw that ban throughout the first series, as was the Azir, which made sense against BDD, but still maintaining that ban into this second series.
Yeah, does make sense. Thinking about a third ban here, it is going to be the Rumble. So Rumble definitely was pretty good in our last series.
Yeah, targeting Shu a little bit here. Orianna taken away. So we did see a lot of bans, like Orianna, Azir, Jace. In fact, I think DNS banned exactly that in their first 2 games of the series. But Nico, which was banned all 3 games last series, does get left open and is first picked by Bro. So putting some high priority towards that. He has left. Chronicler is gone, but the Flash, Hot Blossom, Rocket Belt combo is still here. Yeah. So if you're asking who won, Nico or Chronicler, Nico won.
Nico won. And it's not the only thing that has won and stuck around besides that over Chronicler. So we'll make sure to list all of them.
Yeah, the Lucid Fan Club has stuck around without Chronicler.
As they come to mind, we'll make sure to mention it every time.
Yep.
J4 going to be picked up here. Looks great for Cuz in that last series.
Also, I like it into Nico because you can cage her, and it feels really uncomfortable. Like when she's caged, you can't rock about with the ult. Yeah. You can kind of burn the ult in that way, and you can just target her down. Kind of can be annoying to play against. The Ryze looking to come through, but he had a pretty solid Ryze performance in the previous series, and Showmaker going to lock that one up. So now, Bro, do they just want to answer with regards to mid-jungle and match there, or maybe put some priority towards the AD carry role, snap something up and pair it with the Nico? Maybe if you want to take like a Kai'Sa. You know, I've heard stuff about Kai'Sa. I know she was just played in the LPL. I think Elk was playing it, and apparently got to 6 items and popped off, and it was doing work. But not going to see it yet. Going to see Talia Zinzao is looking like. Roma again, super hyped by him, playing Talia in the Rise. We'll see what he can do up against Showmaker.
Yeah. I mean, Romer definitely has had success in challengers and obviously in solo queue, but LCK is a whole new ball game. You're going up against Showmakers, so
I feel like there's like that upper tier of mids in the LCK that are just that next challenge, and Showmaker is one of them. So a big first challenge to go ahead. And Bessa let through for Shiwu, a pick. I think his most famous plays from last year were on this champion, so a big one for him to get.
There's a sign there that says LCK's best silver jungler, Lucid. Oh,
okay,
man.
yeah.
Even the fans calling it out.
Here's the lore for people who don't know. So there was an issue on the Crane server where people who played really early on the first day of the season,
Ox,
and we did, and Lucid,
and
aiming, got placed way below what they would have expected to be. So Lucid, who was 1,700 LP challenger last season, got placed in silver at the start of the season.
Yeah.
And I've been tracking his climb. He's currently in plat, so he's working his way up. Credit to him. He's making his way up the ranks.
His MMR is definitely not plat.
Yeah, his
I'll tell you
MMR,
that. He's not playing with plat players.
He's not playing with plat players. Kai'Sa ban does come through from D+, so denying that combo, the Kai'Sa Nico, a really strong one. But yeah, funny sign. And we've been giving Wadid a lot of grief because he got placed in gold.
What did you get placed in?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'm just curious.
I don't want
it wasn't gold.
I don't want to talk about it. You know what it was. Don't do me like this.
It's okay. It was just a mistake in the,
It was an error.
In the MMR machine.
Yeah, when it gets fixed, if mine doesn't change, I'm going to be just like, oh man. Karma comes through, so a pick that has a lot of harass into the Nico. Nico tends to do well in the melee champions. You can just harass from distance, but Karma can poke you out pretty heavily. And also doing pretty well with Helia. Echoes of Helia was an item that was changed been buffed quite a lot, really popular right now, and Karma, one of the champions who can sync super well with it. So Korea will be playing that one, and Yunara are going to come through. So a lot of team fighting power, not the most necessary peel for it in this one, but the Yunara, a pick with the Fiend Hunter Bolt has been really popular. You pop that ult, get that huge damage out with the guaranteed crits. A lot of threats for the Yunara, but just have that dash with the ultimate to make sure you can get outside of the Cataclysm. And it looks like Casting might be playing the Rek'Sai. We saw pretty spectacular impact from that from Perfect in the previous series, playing it pretty well into the Ambessa. And that will be locked in here.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. You know, it offers them a little bit of extra frontline alongside of the Xin Zhao. We're just looking at a final pick here for Smash.
And Ezreal was one of the picks he was really proficient on.
Yeah.
We did see him on T1, had some pop-up performances. I wonder if we're going to see the Essence Reaver on Ezreal, because it has seemed to be really popular. A lot of people have been building it, but it did get hot-fixed. Because I know at the very start of the patch, it was super strong.
Yeah.
Then they hotfixed, nerfed it a little bit. Triforce still popular. In the season opening, we saw Triforce Ezreal from Chovy. But Chovy isn't an 80 carry main, so, you know.
I mean, he could be if he wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real.
How many 80 carries in the LCK is Chovy better than on 80 carry?
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Someday we'll have to test it.
Yeah.
You remember Showmaker got his chance to test that in the past. They were having some issues with their roster. Well, we're getting ready to hop onto the Rift here for our second match of the day. Who is that crazy lead? It's Lucid.
It's Lucid.
Yeah.
Not playing Lee in this game, though. I think the composition from D+ pretty straightforward. A lot of pressure from the bot lane, though. Not going to see that Ezreal Karma do work. On the other side, scaling team fights seems to be the MO with that bot lane combo. See what the mid jungle can do in return, though.
We'll have to wait and see. Let's hop on the Rift for game number 1. All right.
2 Yunaras? Crazy.
Whoa.
Wow.
I think the really loud DK fan is here, because nice. I heard a battle cry after the fan cheers went out. Hope he's doing well. We'll see if his team wins.
I mean, he sounded like he was doing well.
Yeah. He's trying to make an impact with his voice. A future commentator, I suppose. DK definitely the heavy favorites in this one.
Yep.
Like should be said.
There's been a lot of fights over bot bush control. Something that's been talked about, seen a lot. Getting wards down early and early prio being really important. Getting access to that first plate, the extra bot quest reward and the extra gold. But especially in a matchup like this, ensuring you get early control of the bot brush can be very important. Some good trades coming out from Namgung there onto Korea, but the Karma is favored in this matchup, especially with the backing of the Ezreal. I feel like it's one of those things, this is why this matchup can be so awkward, because you want to hide behind the minions because of the Ezreal, but that just means you're going to get hit by the Karma Q that bounces off the minions.
Yeah.
And they kind of play separate sides of the lane and just aim at you like a triangle. Makes it very difficult to position. And there's not that much recourse from the Yunara other than firing the Slurkle out.
Yeah, Slurkle.
Yeah.
Still got Atlas here. We can still use that one.
Oh yeah, because if he leaves, his trademarks go with it.
Trademark, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we're allowed to after that point.
Yeah.
Although I think we have had some other regions casters using the Slurkle as well, so I guess it's okay. We'll have to
with
talk
his
to
permission
Atlas and his legal team.
Yeah. Did he give him licensing rights? Does he get like, I don't know, 501 every time someone says
Maybe.
Slurkle?
Maybe that's why he's okay with everybody saying it.
Yeah.
We're just getting gonna get an invoice eventually that we don't know is coming. Oh, there's the Slurkle miss. If that were the case, though, I'd say it a lot just so that Atlas can make some money, you know. We have not seen these Mantra Qs really landing, I have to
They're
say.
zoning Mantra Qs. You don't understand.
I do feel like, you know, if you're going to pick the Karma and you're going to play into this Nico, you really want to be making a big
That's one of the
impact
things with Mantra Q. It's one of these, because it's such a long cooldown, especially if you miss it, right? And it's such an easy skill shot to hit that when you do miss it, you feel so bad.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you prep it up. She even says the voice line. You throw this massive skill shot that's like half the size of the lane, and you miss, and you're like, oh, brother.
Yeah.
And then you don't get the cooldown refund as well.
You don't even have to really hit them directly as well. I mean, it's got such a gigantic hitbox at the end of it. Plus, you can hit other stuff, and it has a big AoE.
Yeah, I know. So you should hit it. But this is the mental battle when you play Karma, because you miss it, and then you feel really bad about yourself.
Yeah. I did see that Career did not look very happy when the Karma was locked in, but, I mean, it's hard to read into.
Oh, we landed the root for the
maybe he's just
guarantee.
nervous, you know.
Landed the root for the guarantee hit.
That was smart. And Namgun was in range, so kind of helping out there, I suppose. And there's that Q hitting the minions, hitting Teddy as well. So, yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun times for him. As speaking of which, Roamer getting the knockback here onto Showmaker, looking for some aggression, but he runs out of mana. So, also a minion wave in the way, being annoying. So, not going to amount to too much after all. And the poke continues.
Yeah, not a fun matchup for the Bro bot lane. Overall, though, I think things kind of panning out how we'd roughly expect. And it's just weathering the storm for this bot side of Bro. Team fighting power, though, I gotta be honest, like the mid-game spikes of Smash and Career big, but ult power for this Bro bot lane. Because you think about the ults for D+'s bot lane. Ezreal ult, hard to always get it off in the middle of a fight, right? You need some space, you need the time into the channel. Karma ult, you just get a little bit more power on the ultimate, which you had anyway. But like, the Bro bot lane ultimates represent so much power. That's really the tipping point in the lane. When they hit level 6, that's when Smash and Career need to be ahead enough that they don't just get all in as soon as something connects. So they're doing fine so far, but if you look, it's only a 5 CS lead, it's only 150 gold. You know, Bro's bot lane are doing pretty okay so far.
Yeah, they're hanging on. You know, they're not falling too far behind, and that's really all you can hope for them. Slight gold lead early on here for the side of D+Kia because of a lot of this pressure from the bottom lane. And some plates that have gone over their way. There's the route into it, and Teddy forced to barrier, so...
Okay, that was a good trade.
Yeah, the poke is getting worse.
So the early levels, it does feel like, you know, it's punishing, but what happens level 5, sort of, from Smash and Career, you have 3 points in your Qs, both of you. You got a bit of oomph behind them because you have Sheen for Smash, you have an Amp Tome for Career, so the abilities actually really start to pack a punch. So after this Fear's back, trades start to really hit. Lucid does get pressured a bit, but will back away.
Yeah, trying to fight for the Scuttle Crowd. We saw this go awry for DN Supers in their last series. As now Namgung says, well, I'm out of position. I'm going to flash away. But Lucid hitting level 6 and is going to set up the Cataclysm. And now Gideon stuck with him and also doesn't have his flash. So down he will go. 2 kills to the side of D+Kia just like that.
Yeah, good play from D+. You know, had the setup, went for the play. But I think just over-ambitious from Bro. Didn't really have the setup to look for that. And we were talking about the level 6 spikes for this bot lane. That's the power point, and yet they commit to this. Lucid as well, hitting level 6 from this, such a big difference maker. You can tell they weren't ready for it. The flash follow here not only ensures the death of support, but means that Gideon also ends up going down, and Showmaker getting the kill is an absolute massive win for the side of D+.
Yeah, the timing of, you know, the level 6 and the Rise coming in and Gideon himself not able to hit level 6 and not have his ult so that he could at least survive, all kind of feels really bad timing-wise, and maybe they shouldn't have been that close to fighting the Scuttle Crowd. We've seen this happen a couple of times tonight, and has not looked so good for the team that wasn't able to take fights. And in this one, it's very obviously going to be Bro with their comp and the way the bottom lane is going. So, just unfortunate timing for them. Going to smooth out some of that early gameplay. Definitely don't want to be giving Showmaker some early gold. Career also getting a kill himself.
2,000 gold lead.
Yeah.
Just seems to have just materialized immediately on the back of that.
We did have that happen. You know, KT got that big lead in game 3 very early on, 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, with this composition for D+ as well, a lot of mid-game spikes, so definitely going to be happy how things have panned out so far.
Career did miss another Mantra Q, but that one was actually, you know, just barely out of range, so that one doesn't feel as bad. Still doesn't feel great. I'm just witnessing Ox having a battle with his headset cord.
It's stuck on the how is it wrapped around the chair?
Okay, I think
Help
I can
me,
help
thank
you. Yeah, okay, there you go.
Oh, it was so confusing.
We found the angle,
Oh
yeah.
my god. I thought I was gonna...
I had a better viewpoint from here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was stressful.
He was tied to the chair so that he was not able to leave.
Is that what they're doing now to stop people pulling the chronicler? Is they just tying them to chairs?
Yeah, after last year, they're taking new precautions.
I understand, honestly. Oh, nice Mantra Q.
Yeah.
That's ult burn from Teddy. I think that's kind of a mistake, because, look, Namgung just hit level 6. Surely you wait for the level 6 for the Nico, and you use the ults together. Instead, he pops his, gets a Mantra Q to the face. Now you're down your ult on the Yunara, and you don't really get to sync up that spike that we were talking about.
Yeah, it really does feel bad. I mean, Namgung didn't have his flash, so maybe he was just saying, okay, well, can't really rely on the Nico, but still, trying to do it all by himself into this comp. As a Yunara, you're very squishy, you don't have even levels yet, so you're just going to get burst out before you can do enough sustained damage. So, definitely a bit of a whoopsie from the bottom lane, and looks like Lucid, very far ahead right now, is going to go ahead and take the Void Grubs here. First Dragon still not taken, even though it is that Ocean Drake. We'll see if Lucid just goes ahead and moves over there sometime after this. But yeah, really nothing that Gideon can do in terms of contesting.
Yeah, it feels like he's been put in the back foot already, and not in just a great... Bro just feels like after that initial play, it's really like they were already in a bit of a deficit in the bot lane, but it just kind of started them spiraling a little bit. The game is not over by any means, but I think maybe playing around some of those big... I mean, playing around like the Nico ult and the flashes, but it's just difficult because especially Smash being on Ezreal is always a hard target to pin down.
Yeah, and it's Smash on Ezreal. We know he's really good at this champ. I don't think he's going to be making a lot of mistakes.
Okay, he is going Triforce, not going Essence Reaver, so...
So Chovy was onto something.
I mean, I think it's fine, you know?
That's cute.
I have seen Essence Reaver, I have seen Triforce. They did also hotfix Essence Reaver, so it's weaker than it was on day one.
They're actually doing a good job of poking out Smash a bit here. It's kind of funny, you know, you got rooted, Teddy was able to step up, do a little burst. But at the end of the day, unless you're going to get him low enough to actually force some kind of trade, and Namgung still does not have his flash, so...
Yeah, nearly.
Very hard
now
to do
Lucid's
that.
in the vicinity, should get spotted on this ward. And both junglers now have Sundered Sky, so big spikes coming in for them. And I did say this earlier, but they did change it to make the crit not a full crit, so a little bit weaker, but still a lot of healing. Teddy low on mana right now, though. A lot of slurkling.
He's trying his best, I guess, to have some kind of presence in the lane. Namgung gonna, I suppose, try to bait them close enough to Xin Zhao, but there is a control ward there, so Gideon not able to find much of anything.
And Shu has got a lot of plates here. I mean, they got 3 grubs as well. That might have contributed, but got 3 plates down. Has his top lane quest completed, and a sizable farm lead over casting on this Rek'Sai.
Yeah,
so
Smash just finished his as well. The ult's going to come out, but Gideon has to flash because the Cataclysm just makes the Jarvan laugh at you if you're playing Xin Zhao, and more plates to fall. And
Shu's items already.
That is crazy, actually. He's hit the same spike that we saw from Dudu last game so quickly with the Eclipse and the
Yeah, casting,
Executioners.
you do not want to hang around.
Yeah.
And they're just going to pick up Dragon. That's 4 quests completed, just like that. Just feels like they just rapid fire one after the other, got those done. Do have the top quest coming in for casting, but yeah. And actually, we can see Showmaker almost has his done. He's on 1, 3, 28, 30, 35. It's only 10 away.
He's almost there.
And that'll be all 5 quests done in very rapid fashion. There we go.
So yeah, now this comp that spikes and a couple items in the mid-game, feeling pretty good. Finishing all their quests very early, winning all the lanes and the early skirmishes, getting every objective. A lot of turret plates on top of it. In the bot lane makes sense. In the top lane, you know, Xiu able to put on a nice amount of pressure to get 3 of his own. And Casting is trying to take trades against this guy, but I don't think he can really do that. I mean, he does a little bit, but...
Oh, and Smash used the extra money he got from the quest just to straight up buy... Well, actually, he had more money, so he had boots. He bought boots and other stuff too. But he bought Triforce, is what I'm trying to say. He has Triforce now. It's a big item.
Thanks, Ox.
Yeah.
Figured it out.
You're welcome. Got there in the end. So, both teams, all quests done. 2,000 gold lead for D+. Haven't seen too much action after that first scrap.
Yeah, well, Namgung in a very awkward spot here. He is going to go for the Pop Blossom and just die.
Go off.
Oh, the blue buff was even stolen by Lucid. Oh, God. As Career flashes away, he's fine for now, although Teddy is going to come in and...
Oh.
Okay, he got the kill, but he's also just dead. Not the best team fight for Bro, and DK say thank you very much. Lucid
and Casting
is just...
dove?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're just kind of smurfing on him in this game, to be honest.
Wow.
It is not close.
You know who I feel for right now in this moment? D-Gon.
Roamer? Like, I don't know. Like, Roamer hasn't died yet?
Yeah, so I'm going to just get kind of exploded. The ult doesn't even go off. Lucy just pops him. And then it just, from that moment on, you're kind of like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah.
Korea does kind of start to get out, and then Teddy commits ult and then flash. And I was like, is he actually going to kill him here? Yes, he does. But not a great trade.
We got a TP coming in from Casting. Might be able to punish Smash here, who does have his flash, but does not elect to use it.
Okay, they got a kill. That's something, right? Say right, please.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Definitely in the weeds,
I didn't say right.
Right now. Some struggles. Let's see the solo kill. I'm interested. Ow, that is a lot of damage.
And Casting's like, you know what? I'm Rek'Sai. I should be okay. Nope.
Oh, he interrupts the tunnel. Oh, that was good. That was good. That was well played. That was well played from Shiru, and also somewhat suboptimally played by Casting.
Well, they're gonna try to dive Shu now, or maybe not. Just a bit of down. Or okay, maybe they will. Gideon is coming in. And we got a lot of members, but Shu just goes back into 4 people. Oh, Casting, and he's dashing away. The slow is going to come in from Teddy. I don't know if they have enough to lock him down.
He's got back up.
Oh, that is going to be the root coming in, but the down is not there. Wait. Shu gets a second kill before they take him out. And that's the slow here on a Gideon. That's a kill there from Smash. And Gideon is getting out. Showmaker's just pushing the top lane by himself. The root comes through. It's a double for Smash.
You can't let him get this champ. You cannot let Shu get this champ. What was that?
All right, let's go to game 2. I'm ready. I'm ready for game 2.
Oh, man. We're going to get a point of view of that one. I can tell you now. We're going to get a point of view. That was insane.
Yeah.
You know what I want from this as well? I want Showmaker's reaction to this. That's what I want to hear, because this was so good. Ult back under the tower, gets onto the AD carry, kites upwards out of the Nico ult, buys so much time.
I think I can live is what he's saying. Try to save me.
And he was so close.
Cover me. Keep fighting. Shu, nice.
That's what I want to see, the teammate reactions. Oh,
yeah.
Banger.
Career, you know, the new guy on the roster, but not scared to
wouldn't be great
have a loud voice.
Come into your first game on the LCK stage, Shu is your teammate, he gets on best and he does something like that. He's like, come here, shield me. I'm like, I've got you, my captain.
Yeah, job made easy when you have this Mbessa in the hands of Shu from this far ahead. Now 2,000 gold ahead of his opponent.
I feel like it wasn't that long ago that he was 2,000 gold ahead. The team was 2,000 gold ahead.
Yeah.
Now he's just 2,000 gold ahead. He's done, I mean, doing damage to Rek'Sai is a little fake. We saw that in the last set, but even so.
Yeah. Dude who had 44K in a losing game against top Rek'Sai at 36 minutes. But dude who played great and Shu's playing great. So
yeah,
we don't want to take anything away from them. But large numbers.
Large numbers are so cool.
The pinata that is top Rek'Sai.
And we're approaching double tier being stacked for the side of D+. You know, the Archangels closing in for Showmaker. Smash getting there. We're not having a repeat of the Soraka situation. We had that earlier today. The unstacked tier for the entire game. Well, my tiers were fully stacked.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the Sorakas were not with the...
And
well, it wasn't the Diadem. I don't even know what the item was
Whispering
called.
Circlet.
Maybe.
That's at least what we have on our prompt.
I don't know what it's called because it wasn't stacked. So I only know the stacked version's name.
Yeah. And he built it early. He did not wait to stack the tier, and he never finished stacking it.
Yeah.
They lost in 27 minutes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really sad.
So sad. Do you want to cry?
Yeah.
Tears? Yeah.
Tears. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how it works.
So I mean, they're trying to fight over this blue buff. I don't think really they can do that unless Gideon was.
No, I respect the careers like my blue buff. You know, Showmaker's not too far away. He's not, no. That's my blue buff. Even though supports enchanters get like infinite mana regen. Even though we're having Ezreal in the mid lane and a Ryze in the bot lane.
It's more important things to do. You have to be there to press his shield on his on the captain of the ship, which is Lucid at this point.
Yeah.
Not the captain of the team, I don't think. That's probably going to be Showmaker. Well, like I said, after the last team fight, I'm ready for game 2. But we are going to have DK push in the waves, and you know, Baron hasn't spawned just yet, so they're just going to get a bunch of these. Oh, he's just died. Wait. Okay, so I don't know about this one. Does he get out? Does he get a kill? I mean, he's flashing in, and he does get the kill.
How did he kill him?
Although I don't know, like, why he did that.
Why not?
She really trying to make a point here tonight, I guess. Is casting as well. I guess our top laners have really,
you know what?
really
I'm
lost their
blaming
minds.
you for that, Brendan. You said you wanted to see game 2, and she was like, bet. Let's get this going. I'm diving the tower.
She's got a date tonight.
Yeah.
Does not have time to waste.
You know, it's not about whether or not he should hit the ult, it's just whether or not he can, and he proved, yes, he can hit the ult.
Because if he sits there and does nothing with his lead, the game will end slower. But if he goes in and ends, maybe it ends faster by winning or losing. He doesn't care about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's true. I guess in the situation, he didn't expect this to be a Nico, maybe. Or maybe he just didn't care. I feel like didn't care is better.
Yeah, I think he just knows he's really strong and...
He is pretty strong.
Thought he could just do that. And then casting's like, I'm really strong too, right?
No. Look how much damage his ult did. Some.
Yeah.
Not much. Not really much at all.
It did count.
You know, we had that game earlier where they just didn't have the damage to cut through the Rek'Sai. They do have the damage to cut through the Rek'Sai. Oh, we get the double tier!
Yeah, he's doing it.
I said this last series. I was like, you know, there's a new double tier thing. We're probably not going to say, oh, Korea, you're...
Getting flashed on, and down goes the rookie support, and you see his reaction. Not great.
Yeah, he did burn everything. Like, not even... Like, look, he burned Heal, Flash, Mikhail's, and Shirelia's. Yeah. If he'd thrown 2 control wards down as well, honestly, I would have respected it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they changed it. So if you'll remember, if you're an oldie, you used to be able to build double tier. Ezreal was the culprit. He used to go Mana Moon and then Seraphs afterwards, and then they stopped that because of Ezreal. And now it's back. You can build as many tiers as you want, as long as you fully stack and complete the tier item before you build the next tier. So there is now 4 tier items in the game. You could have 4 if the game goes long enough and you're stacking quick enough or whatever.
You could probably buy it, right? It just wouldn't stack.
No, you have to have it fully stacked before
it wouldn't even let you buy it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Because you can't have, like, I don't think you can have the double tier stacking passive thing.
Yeah, maybe. I just thought you could have it in your inventory, but perhaps not.
Yeah. Oh, we also have the actualizer from Showmaker. So this isn't...
Actually?
This is an item. If you played Arena or Era Mayhem, there's an augment called Overflow, which doubles your mana costs, and then you deal extra damage based on your mana. This is an active item that literally does that. You activate it, and it doubles your mana cost briefly. It reduces your basic cooldowns, so like your QWE, and it increases your damage based on your mana. And I don't know if you know this, Brendan, but Ryze has a lot of mana.
Oh.
So when Showmaker pops this, he's going to do some big boom boom damage. And he's level 16, so I'm ready to see it. Watch.
We're just engaging on a Teddy who is going to flash away.
Okay, we didn't really get to see it because he flashed away.
Yeah, well, now Lucid's going back in. Okay. Our players have really lost their minds here in this first game. This is something that DK has done in the past.
Oh, he didn't even pop the actualizing. Okay.
Yeah, I think he just wasn't really doing a lot of damage.
He didn't really actualize.
He wasn't really in range, yeah.
Yeah.
He actually was not even really there.
Yeah.
Most of the damage was Lucid. So they're just going to take this Cloud Drake. And they're...
Oh,
okay.
nice. Neato.
8 seconds long.
Yeah, 60-second cooldown, mana made real. And it has more mana for Rise. It builds out a Lost Chapter, so nice. Reduces your basic ability cooldowns, so you get to spam your basic abilities more, which is always nice. And yeah, just amps up your damage based on your mana, so Rise pumping.
He is pumping. It does feel like an item that's kind of made for him.
Yeah, there's other champions I've seen people talk about having success on, but it does seem like Rise the item.
Yeah. And we were already kind of seeing more Rise, you know, in 2025, but maybe we're going to see even more with the introduction of Rise, the item.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of DLC for Rise.
Also, I feel like the doubled mana cost is so funny when Rise has like 6 billion mana. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the new Fiend Hunter Bolt. But this is like Vayne the item, even though it's not. I don't know if it's that good on Vayne, but it's like thematically, it's like linked to Vayne. But this has been really popular on Yunara. You get ultimate ability haste, and your first 3 attacks are guaranteed crits. If you already get a crit, they do bonus true damage. So after you pop your ult, those first autos, guaranteed crits or big boom boom crits.
Yeah.
It's also scheduled to get buffed next patch, so we might even see even more then. But for now, still very popular on Yunara. Yeah. And apparently, Essence Weaver Ashe we saw last series.
Please, no.
I don't condone that. I don't recommend that.
Yeah.
That was a Docdam thing.
So,
we have Coach Voice. Activated Coach Voice.
Activated by both DK
maybe he's
and
saying,
Freon.
Maybe he's saying, guys, Teddy has 3 items. He needs 600 CS. That's the win con.
It feels like a lot of our coaches are going for this Coach Voice option right before a big objective, you know? Speaking of which, maybe CV Max got in there and said, do the Baron, guys. Well, stop waiting around.
It was Bro's Coach Voice, not...
No, but DK did it first.
Oh, did they? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And honestly, when I saw that we were going to introduce... Oh, never mind. Smash going to get engaged on here. The follow-up route does come in, but everybody else is too far away.
Yeah, it was a nice for kills there.
Yeah.
Oh, the flank Showmaker.
Coming on in. It is blocked. Nico's down. Lucid in a bit of trouble, but Showmaker's right in the back line, and he's actualizing all over them. Teddy, nowhere for him to run. And the damage is just disgusting. And, I mean, they are 10,000 gold ahead, but, man, Showmaker really showing off the new item, Rise, the item.
Yeah.
Coming on through, and DK smash him in the fight.
He really actualized a lot of damage there. It doesn't really work, but you know what? We're still saying it. Yeah, I mean, not a surprising outcome to the fight, but it's cool to see the new items do some big damage. And they are going for Baron now. Are they? This is risky.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think it's that risky because they'll just take a lot of damage. We'll see if anyone TPs in to try and stop them. But yeah, so they got the CC on a smash, but Mikhails came through to get him out of the root. And then Showmaker came on this flank, one shot to support. He runs at Roma, just goes, yeah, I'm going to annihilate you as well. And then look when he hits Teddy.
Actualizing.
Oh my god. Okay, they're not going to TP, they're not going to stop this. Apparently not that risky. No one was there to prevent it. I lied. Apologies.
Yeah. I mean, Baron is stronger, but like, they're at a point in the game now, you know, 3-4 items where it's like, they can just kind of tank it.
I think it's still hard from a caster point of view to kind of figure out, okay, how strong is Baron?
Yeah.
I mean, even from a player point of view, obviously, but...
Uh-oh. Showmaker just walking on in, and he flashes away.
What a flash.
Very nicely done. That's going to save his life. And now a massive True Shot barrage is going to hit them, and Lucid is just in their jungle.
How is he there?
I don't know. Just wrapped around. Namgung is dead. And now the poke party begins. As Roamer, he's beginning to realize and actualize the damage, but this time from Smash. As in goes Lucid, gonna help out with this one, and some extra damage there from Smash is going to allow them to probably end the game here, unless Teddy does some kind of fountain laser shenanigans, but I really don't think he's in that position in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we still have Showmake with Actualizer. You walk up to him, he's just going to one-bomb you, so... Looks like D+ going to close out this game. Very stompy, very one-sided overall. Oh, good flash.
Yeah, the Ambessa would have just taken him down. Lucid going on in. He does have GA, so doesn't really care if he goes down to his GA. So 14,000 gold the lead, and Showmaker actualized, and yeah.
Oh my god.
Ryzen Ezreal looking pretty strong, especially from this far ahead. DK, the big favorites in the series, they're going to take down game 1 with flying colors. It was not a close game. From minute 7, I think, is when that Rift Scuttle fight happened, and after that, it was all D+ Gia the whole way.
Yeah, kind of some decimation there. And look, in fairness to Bro, this is a completely new roster. D+ are a tricky opponent at the best of times. A lot of things they need to kind of problem solve, but they look like they were struggling. They didn't really have answers. They kind of just fell behind and fell apart. So good start for D+. This is prime opportunity to build up that hype for the LCK Cup like they did last year. Let's see if they can just continue the momentum for once and just maintain it. That's the hope. But a good start, good game 1. Some pop-up performances. I think the solo lane is really shining. Shiva with an absurd amount of damage. And Showmaker, I feel like he didn't do as much damage because people just died when he looked at them.
He was doing a lot of burst damage later on in the game. Before that, it was kind of just farming against Roamer. So,
but Bro struggled indeed.
Yeah, they just put themselves in too deep of a hole very early on in that game, and so they were never able to scale. And the Ambessa got crazy, and then once the Ryze and Ezreal hit their power spikes, it was just lights out.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that was game number 1. D+ Kia looking pretty strong here. We're going to take a break and have the space. We'll be right back.
야 라이즈공 그거 형들?
일단
라이즈공?
미드 끌고 오지 마봐.
야
나랑 노펄이야.
야 쌍탑 깨고 그거?
야나 쉴드만 줄게 이거.
야 상대 깨고 하자.
기다려봐.
지우 구.
일단
야 하나 더 깨고.
야 렉사이.
야 은하라 보자.
야 지금
여기까지.
웨이브가
야
아
웨이브가 없어. 끝내야돼.
야 타워하자 그냥.
인정할게.
날 높여.
딜량 올려.
큐.
이거
죽여봐.
아 여기.
It's all fair the notice.
Yeah. You could be like DK and you can select the blue side if you want. But first pick's still going over.
The red side, yeah.
You're not going to choose second pick and give over blue. Well, at least not yet. Unless you have a very specific strategy.
Okay, so bans starting out pretty much the same. Exactly the same. We'll see if they continue in that manner. Yep. Jace, next up was Rumble, and then it was Orianna. Sides haven't changed, so that's why I imagine... Well, I guess size doesn't matter, it's about pick order changing. Yeah. It feels weird, we're using all that vernacular that we're used to.
Yeah.
Okay, Akali's a change before it was Rumble, so maybe Bro want to first pick Rumble. It was Orianna here from D+. Do they care more about the Rumble? Do they care more about the Orianna?
Orianna has been permabanned so far.
Yep.
First rotation banned in all 4 games we've had so far.
They're discussing it, though.
I mean, it's got to be one or the other, or you don't ban.
Don't ban
you get the
either,
other,
so trade
right?
comes through.
Yeah.
And now Bro have to decide, would they rather have the Orianna or would they rather have the Rumble? They go for Orianna, so I imagine D+ gonna prioritize the Rumble in this situation. Yep. Rumble Zac comes in immediately. No. It did look like that'd be locked in.
It looked like that Zac got locked in first.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm very sad.
I was thinking, like, I mean, I know you're a big Zac fan.
Yeah.
I was thinking some of the setup champs for the Rumble, like the Jarvan and the Vi, are off the table. I mean, Malphite would also be a great one, but Pantheon, very strong in terms of early pressure and provide some AD pairs well with the Rumble for that early skirmishing power. Could be support technically. We did see that earlier today, but I expect it in the jungle. It get toned down in the jungle. It's clear a little bit.
Yeah.
A while ago.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see if it will be Lucid or
Orianna. You know what? This was the DNF strategy last year when they were DNF, not DNF as they are now. Remember when they kept playing Nocturne Orianna?
Yep.
And they were so close to winning and they didn't.
It's very straightforward. You know, you combine a couple ults, you get a big pick, you do an insane amount of damage.
Okay, we did see this Rumble K'Sante matchup earlier today, and the K'Sante kind of got cooked, but I do think that was maybe a little bit of a issue with the piloting of the champion. Definitely one of these picks where once you get that Koenig Ruka in, you can kind of mitigate a lot of the pressure from the Rumble. You pick a tank into it, you just kind of scale up and survive. We are seeing the LeBlanc come out from Showmaker. He did play this in the season opening in the support role.
Yeah.
Obviously, a bit of a signature for him. A very high pressure mid jungle. And when I look at Pantheon LeBlanc, I think level 3. And I think that Orianna, you need to live to level 6. That's why you get the power back. But also, the Nocturne Orianna combo doesn't really work on LeBlanc or Pantheon that well, because Pantheon can put up his E, LeBlanc can W. I mean, if you time it right, you can still catch LeBlanc out, but it's
not
a little,
easy.
it's awkward. It's not the easiest, right? If it was something like a Victor on the other side, that's free.
Yeah.
So Showmaker going for something that's a little bit harder to pin down makes sense. Rakan comes through. Definitely something that sync up well with the Orianna and the Nocturne in terms of layering that CC. And also, compared to something like, you know, Alistar pairs up well with the Orianna, but in comparison, Rakan's a lot easier at pinning down the LeBlanc, right? Once you have the quickness, you can just snap CC the LeBlanc. You can W back to where her distortion is and take her out. Nautilus going to come through as the other ban. We did see Lucian banned from the side of Bro, so talking 80 carries a little bit more. Neither team picked anything for the bot lane, as we're assuming the Pantheon is going in the jungle.
Kind of brings me back to last year, where we did see this very often. Top side of the map selected, unless you wanted to go for a nice little duo early on, especially later on in Fearless Drafts. As Kalista also going to be taken away.
Yeah, interesting one to ban away.
Maybe they think they're playing against Bull.
Maybe. There is still things like, you know, we saw Corki earlier today at Felios. Gonna go for Bard as the early pickup. You know, the Tempered Fate, pretty good at mitigating engages, but the timing, you know, very sensitive. You can get exploded before anything happens. Jin looking at to potentially be picked up here by Teddy, provides follow-up for that long-ranged engage. And Elise comes through. But Namgung is something that has some of that early pressure. Not really great setup for the Orianna ball, but you already have the Nocturne for that. But if you land a Cocoon on the Bard, maybe you can just pop him. Bard is being talked about a lot as someone who syncs really well with the Bandle pipes. Obviously, providing those slows gives you that AoE attack speed. So it's been very popular in solo queue. And it looks like it might just be Sivir, which into a Shockwave, the Spell Shield has a good amount of value. Can be a little bit tricky with a lot of abilities flying at you with the Nocturne coming in. to guarantee that you stop block the shockwave, but I think Smash feels confident that he can stop the shockwave from connecting on him.
Yeah, it feels good. You know, it can avoid a lot of the roots from Jin Elise. That can be very annoying to deal with, and just allows you to kind of stand your ground, especially if the Bard does go for the Bandle Pipes and you get a, 2-3 items. You are really going to be doing an insane amount of damage as long as you can avoid some CC, which Sivir conveniently can do.
Yep, so the Bandle Pipes on the Bard, because he's ranged, it's 20% attack speed, not 30%, and it only lasts 4 seconds, not 8. But because you're a Bard and you're ranged, your autos apply slow with the meeps, so it's really easy to proc. Crazy easy.
Makes sense. It's very reliable, right? You don't have to worry about, am I going to be a Bard that can, or a Braum that can get in there and slow.
It's nice having the tank stats on Bard, because I feel like when he's squishy, you can kind of just get exploded sometimes, so being a little bit bulkier as that pick, because he still does everything he needs to do when he's a bit bulkier, and still does crazy damage for support.
And Bard can be game-changing. I am curious about career on Bard. One of the new guys here, one of the debuting players in the LCK Cup. And, it's not an easy champ, so certainly some pressure on him. Let's see how it does go. D plus Kia up against Brion, game number 2. All right, game number 2. And we're seeing a lot of bush control once again. This time is going to go the way of Namgung and Teddy, with that Elise to help out.
I think Roma was doing pretty well in lane last game. Interesting to see how he does against Showmaker's LeBlanc as Orianna. Orianna, a champion who can be pretty annoying to lane against, just with the constant harass. So should do well in this 1v1. My concern isn't the 1v1, it's when the Pantheon gets involved. Because if the Pantheon can get in range to stun you, that's a guaranteed tether. Alternatively, if Showmaker lands the root, that's a guaranteed follow-up from the Pantheon. So the threat on this immobile Orianna is pretty huge.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something he has to factor in. A lot of damage there from Namgung onto Career, as they're doing a good job of pushing in this bottom lane. Showmaker not scared to take these trades with Roamer, especially with the Electrocute. Trying to utilize LeBlanc's fantastic early training, as that's the route there on a Career. He's going to have to flash away, but the damage is coming in the Ignite! Barely not enough.
I think 12 health he went to at one point. The heal and the potion's gone a long way. Does get him out of lane, but a lot of cooldowns burned for the side of Bro. I mean, even in terms of cooldowns, but flash down for Teddy could be a vulnerability that gets punished. Remember, you have a Pantheon versus a Nocturne, a lot more early ganking pressure. I think if the kill had been secured for Bro, you'd feel fine about that. But the fact that it is no kill secured, a lot of summoners expended.
This is not great for Roamer. I mean, he does have the refillable, but he teleports back to the lane right in front of a LeBlanc, and Showmaker has not teleported yet. So he's essentially getting free damage here.
Yeah, any damage, Showmaker doesn't care. As long as he doesn't die, which is very hard to do on the LeBlanc, because you can just distortion away, right? Which he did there. Snap back. And you just teleport back in healthy. I think Roman needs to clear out this wave and get a recall in. Reset his refillable and use the home guards to get back. I think that's what he's looking to do now. So overall won't be too bad. But obviously wasn't ideal.
Yeah. Not ideal. Means he's in lane for a little bit less, which can affect, the quest. It can affect his farm, stuff like that. As Lucid is down here in the bottom lane. Level 4.
They don't have a sweeper though, and there's a ward in that middle brush. So as long as they don't overstep, they should be fine.
Oh, they spotted him now. As the root is going to come in, and immediately they just back away, but they're still moving forward as Teddy, at least, who really wants to get the kill on a Career. He's not going to get it. And essentially just saying, I don't have flash, there's no way for me to get out of this. I'll just step forward and try to get the kill, but he is denied.
And that's the thing with expending those summoners earlier to try and punish Career. Sets up Lucid, pass towards bot because he's playing the Pantheon. He's like, I can easily make this work. Nocturne's not really going to show up in this situation. And they're able to get that early kill. Bit of a gold influx for the Pantheon, but also, remember, quest progress for Smash. And takes Teddy out the lane as well. Gideon was hovering around top, but was on a ward. Actually, no, sorry, that was Bro's ward. But she did flash there just to avoid getting caught out.
Yeah, probably for the best. Even though they're just level 4 Nocturne. We do have Lucid getting in onto Namgung as we're just kind of floating up. Gideon getting on in and really trying to make this kill happen on a Lucid. It's not going to happen. And immediately Namgung goes down as well. The tether's there onto Roamer. And a spear to the face, Roamer has to flash away. So immediately, it felt like the world, like, I don't know, a lot of things went wrong, especially for Bro.
Guys, it's a Pantheon, right? It's a Pantheon. Don't mess with the Pantheon early on. So much damage in these skirmishes, and you think you killed him, but he has so much mitigation as well. You have a Nocturne. You know when you want to play around a Nocturne when he's level 6, and just this overstep from Bro is once again, it's like a repeat of game 1. You've put yourself so heavily in the hole now that when you hit your spikes later, it might just be too late. Worst case scenario, 2-0-1 Pantheon and enemy team, 2 assists for Showmaker as well. This mid jungle is going to be a massive threat. And now Roma with no flash as well is going to be vulnerable.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were talking about. If he can get his flash away, he's just essentially dead meat if he moves up in the lane at all against LeBlanc Pantheon, who have so much ability and range to get on top of you, especially once Pantheon gets his ultimate, and LeBlanc is LeBlanc. So a lot of passive farming probably going to be coming through. And let's see how this all starts. They're going heavily onto Pantheon, and he just presses E.
Yeah, so the Bears comes in, the E mitigates all of it, and the execute damage from the Pantheon is insane. I think they just saw him playing aggressive, saw him low. Thought, yeah, we can make that work.
It's good. And he's like, okay, but then it was like, oh, you didn't get the kill. You didn't get the kill on Ori, but he has no flash.
I think as well a difference maker may have been if Namgung still had Ignite. Oh.
All right, flash on in. This time maybe they can get the Pantheon as the Magical Journey does come through, but the follow-through from Pro as 2 guys get in and they get the shutdown. As now Career in a bit of trouble, has to flash away. Smash is okay. Meanwhile, trying to get the kill here onto Roamer, and Showmaker gets it and gets out. Clean solo kill under the turret.
Well played there by Showmaker. LeBlanc picks up a kill there, so now with an 800 gold lead over his opponent. I think it must feel a little bit rough as Roma. You know, your flash got burned in that earlier play, your lane opponent gets a bit of a gold advantage, and then puts you in a disadvantage in the 1v1, but Showmaker is ruthless on this pick.
Yeah. I mentioned it before, you know, Roamer, he's had success in his career before LCK, but now, here at LCK Cup, you're playing your first match against Showmaker. Like, this is a guy who will make rookies look silly, and he does it here.
Yeah, the fact he gets chained again. And here the confidence from Showmaker to know he can do this with only taking 1 tower hit. Because he just commits at super low HP, takes 1 hit, snaps back before the second starts winding up. Timing was flawless there.
Yeah. And now he's almost 1,000 gold ahead in the mid lane alone. As you could see here, the biggest lead next is the jungle. Lucid once again having fun after beating them in as Pantheon in the skirmish prior. And so a lot of these objectives probably going to start going the way of DK. As we do have the root here, the Cocoon onto Career, but takes a pretty aggressive trade anyway alongside a Smash, who I think he took a turret shot, doesn't seem to care, going to throw that ult ahead. And even
one
bouncing.
of the most annoying things about Sim is when you're trying to recall and the ricochets stop you.
Yeah.
So irritating. But Smash keeping up the pressure in the bot lane. I mean, the bot 2v2, they've been doing okay, but I mean, with how much the mid jungle is bleeding, it feels like you need to be doing more than okay to kind of bail them out right now.
All right, this is what I was talking about. The Pantheon gets on top of you from so far away, and there's just nothing you can do except hug your turret.
Even if you're under turret, I think you just die there.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, they have flash as well, so it wouldn't be hard to make it work.
Yeah.
I guess maybe there's an argument if you do it under turret, Gideon gets to ult in and you die in return. Oh, no. Oh, if he'd stunned, Gideon could have ulted. Oh, unlucky.
He got the auto off, followed him in the base.
Yeah, I think it was... I think he just wasn't there in time.
Yeah.
Nothing to start up the grubs. But Lucid's running over and Showmaker's going to TP in. You don't... Oh, he picked up... Look at the items of Showmaker against Roma. It's Ludens against Merc.
Wait, don't look, actually.
Who are we betting on? It's also 6 Dark Seal stacks against... Wait, I can't see the number. Can you see the number?
Yeah, no, I think it's invisible.
Oh, maybe it's a bug. There's
can't
no number.
possibly be 0.
There's no number for Roma. Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be something else. Yeah, we'll have to fix that one. So, they're going to get 2 grubs, actually. Yes, now they're going in onto, it looks like Career, and yeah, he's just dead.
Okay, I mean, kind of a flub from D+ to just let this happen. I mean, I guess the main thing is they moved everyone up, right? So bot lane, not here. Smash is just pushing up, trying to get progress towards his quest. We see the core item purchase. What a comparison, by the way.
Thank you, production.
In terms of quest progress, though, D+ getting a lot more out of this because Bro had to...
No, he got hit with that chains. I think he's just dead. One more Q. Oh, the auto nearly gets him, too. And
that
he's
doesn't
just
feel good,
out.
though. Like, he lives, but it doesn't feel good that you're like, ow.
Well, it's better than dying.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, we know how this went. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this play, though, I think D+ not contesting this and playing for the quest progress bot, playing silent, this is completely fine. My issue is Korea walking up and just dying for free. That was kind of unnecessary. I think giving over the grubs a little bit, completely fine. Especially because now I assume Smash is pretty sizably ahead in terms of the quests. Because, again, you get more progress when you're farming bot. You get more progress for just being bot. Teddy had to roam up mid. Oh, no.
Yep, chains are going to hit. And we got a Pantheon second chains come in. Blast through from Lucid. And it's just kind of bullying one of our debut players here tonight. And by the way, in the replay...
No, he didn't die then, did he? Oh, okay. I was thinking he only had 3 deaths.
Showmaker.
Yeah, it's not going well. I love... You know what? I take personal responsibility for this. Because I hyped Roma up. I really hyped...
You did hype him up.
I did hype him up. And maybe
yes,
Lucid and Showmaker were like, oh, an opportunity to make Orcs look stupid? Don't mind if I do.
I mean, you guys are pretty close because you're the president of the Lucid fan club, right?
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
This is just brutal, honestly.
Well, looks like Lucid just ulted bot. Didn't need flash. Kind of makes sense. You don't really get to play on the map, and this is getting pretty gross. They're trying to get in on a Career this time, but they're not going to be able to do so, as Lucid also taking up a ton of damage. They finally got him, but now Showmaker just gets to do whatever he wants. So in the extended trade is going to be a couple kills that do go over to DK, and a lot of skirmishing early on in this game.
Yeah, you need... This game just feels so horrible right now. He's 2 levels up. They need time. They need a lot of time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the bottle doesn't connect, but it forces them back. Oh, and it's just, yeah. I think the barrier was a bit of a waste. I don't think it's getting you out of that situation.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, could have just saved that one. Here, though, the cleanse from Korea was pretty good, you know?
Uh-oh. Well, we all knew what was coming. Kill number 4 for Showmaker, who kind of scratches the back of his head. It's almost like Showmaker doesn't want to make Roamer look this bad, but he is.
Yeah.
And again, Orianna's been permabanned, right? Up until this point. We haven't really seen much of the power just because he got bullied so early on. You know, we know that Orianna's very strong, but not when you're falling this far behind.
He's 10 stacks already.
Yeah. Might as well.
Yeah.
It's like solo Q LeBlanc experience right now.
Look, it's a roughy toughie, you know? It's a roughy toughie.
Yeah. It's one way to put it. We do have, you know, stopping one of the roots, but not the other.
Actually, one is a stun, the other's a root.
Yeah, I know, but it like technically holds you in place. But I know we're very picky about our specific
We're so
wording.
picky, especially a game like this where it's feeling pretty doomed. We have to spend that time being picky. Smash is just blocking that.
Yeah.
What a team player.
He didn't have to. But, oh no. Oh no, Romer.
Okay,
at least
nice.
the chains
Good
are
dodge,
gonna miss.
good dodge, solid, solid, good trade.
He does not have his first item yet. And he won't for a very long time.
Yeah.
And he's not going to complete that quest for a little bit here. He's at 12:30 at the moment. Missed the cannon.
Yeah, because here's the thing. So you know how I said earlier, bot quest is about like the more like farm is emphasized in the bot quest.
Yeah.
Bot farm is worth more. Mid lane, there's an extra element of the quest that no other lane has.
He's dead.
he's dead.
He's not allowed to be there.
There's an extra element of the quest.
No.
Dealing damage to champions speeds up your quest. So if you're dealing more damage to champions, you'll finish your quest faster. Do we think one of the mid laners is dealing more damage to champions than the other? I'll give you a clue.
Yes.
It's the D+ mid laner is doing more damage to champions.
Well, at
So-
least there's a lot of trading. So maybe Romer's able to get some damage
Yeah, he's not really
himself.
getting much farm though either.
Yeah.
He's kind of struggling in that regard.
And the damage doesn't matter because he's never going to kill Showmaker, but maybe it helps him get his quest a little bit faster. As Showmaker going to use the Scryer's Bloom plant there to just spot him out. And he has found
That was
Romer
just a
again.
Q. Yeah, this is brutal.
3 levels. Isn't this where we get, you know, like the coaching voice to come in and say, it's all right, buddy?
What are you supposed to say?
I don't know. You've had some really good
I'd come in and be like,
moments.
Roma, play safe mid, please.
You definitely help out the team with some humor, I guess. I'm sure that, yeah, you feel really good about that. Oh, the flash stun. Nicely done here from Career.
Maybe you just need a comedian on the line just for when everyone's stressed out.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if anything can help him feel better about this position that he has found himself in. And I'm glad.
If you don't laugh, you'll cry, right?
That's true. It's better to just have fun with it, I guess. But it's really the biggest test. Like, Showmaker is one of the mid laners you do not want to face in your first match of the LCK Cup. I will say that. Like, he will make you look silly. Specifically, even more than some of our other great mid laners, right? Showmaker's just that guy who, you think about guys like Peanut, right? What he used to do, he would always make the rookie junglers look silly. I think that Showmaker's kind of that guy in the mid lane.
See, he's not even getting much gold.
Yeah. I mean, he's 0-5, so.
Oh, Showmaker.
Showmaker. Namgung,
Oh no! Yeah. Where did he go? Don't mess with him. Don't mess with him.
Oh no. Well, at least it wasn't Romer this time, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Namgoong's like, I'll take the, I'll die for you.
I love how it's the rookies as well. Both of them just getting. Everyone else is lit about Showmaker's LeBlanc.
Yeah.
Yeah. 18 stacks to Medjai's now.
He didn't finish his item yet. Romer. I think maybe, you know, he gets some of the plates in top lane.
Well, he needed, honestly, finishing the Merc Treads and getting the tier 3 Merc Treads with the Magic Diamond Shield, I think was a great call. So I can respect that very much.
True, yeah.
Ah, yes, the core item purchase. Yes.
Also highlights the difference in timing
I
and
just
quest
like how
completion.
it's just like Romer's boots, nicer boots, and nothing else.
Yeah.
He's invested everything in his sneakers.
Well, trying to get in here and help him out. There is the Bard ult, but it's late, and they kill him. Gideon gets the shutdown and the extra kill on a Bard. And just like that, a tiny little glimmer of hope here for Bro.
You know, I do as the coach at this moment, I just come on the mic and just say, winnable?
We all need an Aux coach in our new meta here at the LCK Cup. So, Romer just died again in live to Lucid. But that's not important. Let's focus on how Bro
Don't
got
even
2
worry
kills.
about that, right? That's no.
No, we gotta replay.
No. Yeah.
It's like the LCK is getting a reel of every Romer death.
Hey, the main thing is they just destroyed a ton of Showmaker's Medjai stacks, so that's a big positive.
That's actually...
And Romer has an item.
He has an item, and He's not really worth that much gold anymore because he's 0
No,
6.
he actually, I saw the kill gold from Lucid. He got 350. I think the assist.
Oh.
I think the
Oh no.
play, the assist got him back to like normal kill goal value. Unfortunately.
At least Lucid is eating well on top of it all.
The Lucid fan club is very happy.
Well, trying to collapse here on a Shiu. That is the max range cocoon as the Bard ultimate comes in once again, but with the flash, okay, and the shield is going to get away. They don't have the follow-up damage.
Okay.
Career's there to help out Lucid here as well.
Well played. And we actually have the Mikhails from Korea. Get rid of some of these stuns. No bandle pipes yet. Showmaker's looking for someone to come to the jungle. He's hunting Magi stacks.
He's like, aha, I have found my prey. It is Roamer in that. Oh no.
Yeah, he's so dead. Alive.
Well, we are going to have Lucid in a bit of trouble now as he gets pulled over the wall. Is still Pantheon and avoids a lot of the damage for quite a while as the disengage cone comes in. Still denying action here in 2026. And Showmaker comes in. Ult's going to hit Career. And that's about it. Casting taking a bunch of damage. He's trying to get out. And now Smash is tanking a bunch of hits from the Jhin ult once again. And the snipe not quite there from Teddy.
I will say that Shockwave did a pitiful amount of damage.
Yeah, it did. I mean, he's got Blackfire Torch. I mean...
And that's it.
That's it.
Oh.
Well, Lucid, or not Lucid, Shiu decides he will go forward because he's getting TP'd on. And, yeah, he might as well just clear out the wave because he's not getting away. Another shutdown here for Gideon.
It's some good picks. This is what you got to do. You know, when you're this far behind in the game, just ruin their KDAs. That's the goal, you know? And get some gold back in the pocket.
She was 0-1-0.
Gideon's 5-2-1, you know?
Yeah. She has not seen a lot of the action of this game.
Yeah.
It's been all everywhere but the top lane.
And honestly, if you can put casting up against Showmaker, I don't think LeBlanc is that much of a threat to him.
Yeah.
Oh. No, what?
It's just one of those games, isn't it?
Just kill this. Oh, he's going back for round 2.
Namgung's like, listen, I'll help out.
Gideon's like, I got this. I got this.
Yeah.
My Krug.
And Roamer's just going to back down a level on his own jungler.
To be fair, you could totally imagine a solo queue situation where like you have the 0-6-4 mid lane and the 5-2-1 jungler, and you start doing the Krugs, the jungler says, I swear to God, if you take that camp.
Yeah. I am our team's only hope. I will stop playing.
If you touch my camp,
yeah.
I am ulting into that team 1v5 immediately. Okay. You can have your Krugs.
Yeah.
It's fine. I will get my second item at 30 minutes.
That's fine. He's basically just a Shockwave bot at this point.
Yep. Hey, at least you still have CC. That's what we always say.
Yeah.
You want to have CC if you're really far behind.
And combo with the Nocturne who's fed.
Yeah.
You know?
Your shields too. Why don't you build support items?
Well, maybe now he can. Namgung in a bit of trouble. That's the combo. It's going to go in, but they're really struggling to take him out. They finally do take down Smash after that combo, and I think the wallets are just a little bit too heavy. As Gideon getting low himself. Looks like only casting in a decent spot might be able to take out
the stun.
Lucid, but no, not quite enough. And he has help from his team, and now almost 10,000 gold in the lead. DK can just do whatever they want.
Yeah, I mean, Bro doing a good job of taking down people's shutdowns and like making sure no one has a perfect KDA. But in terms of winning the game or winning team fights, that is a far greater struggle than I think any team could overcome. They do the combo. They pull him out of the Tempered Fate as well, which is pretty neat. Unfortunately, Teddy is kind of in range to auto him, which means he dies, but he is then in range of all of D+. And I love that he drags him over the wall, and then Korea puts the portal to follow him, so they all come too, and gets the stun. Pretty funny.
Yes,
you know
very funny as a...
You know what's the big tragedy in
objective
this one?
viewer, yeah.
You know what's the big tragedy?
What's that?
Is that Shiu had that banger game 1, but it's kind of not really done much game 2.
So he's probably not the Palm.
So he's probably not Palm.
I think the Palm is probably Showmaker.
Yeah.
As the combo comes in once again.
If you
Trying to block here for Smash. Decent amount of damage, and now Lucid's kind of going in by himself. I mean, they have some really heavy wallets, but are they heavy enough? As Teddy alone 1v1 versus the Fed LeBlanc, not great. They're going to go for casting instead after Teddy just flashes away. Tries to ult here. Oh, no. Please, no. Oh, no. They also got Roamer there up on the top side. And now the rest of the team is kind of baited in. Gideon says, well, I might as well try. And Teddy is still on the run, and it is just massacre.
They never gave up. You know, they just kept going. Roma's KDA though has tanked.
This is a little bit of a throwback. You remember Pyrian and Papa Smithy famously saying he went reverse legendary. We actually have that here from Roamer as well, as Teddy dies in live. I think Pyrian was also playing Orion.
Oh, there you go.
So I think the double reverse legendaries come from both mid Orianas.
Yeah.
As GA comes through, the damage is disgusting.
Guys, just end the game. Just get
And yeah, I think they're just going to end it.
Let him out. Let him out.
Yeah.
Just free them.
Hit the Nexus. Okay,
they're still going.
Gideon says, I'm going to try my best to delay this even further and give myself another death. As we still have the equalizer.
Roma, get on the fountain. Get on the fountain, Roma. Don't die again.
He's like,
Roma, get on the fountain. Get on the fountain.
Yeah. He wanted to do a little bit more damage. Anyway, D+T are the big favorites in this matchup. They take the 2-0 here tonight. Not a big surprise. The games themselves, though, had some very interesting tidbits if you did watch them. And that we did have to watch that game. As Romer's going to remember his debut here at the LCK.
Yeah, well, there is one thing to say for the two rookies on Bro. It's all uphill from here.
I certainly hope so.
This was a rough start. This was a test in which D+ didn't really give them any questions. They just kind of took the book and hit them over the head with it.
Yeah.
Pretty brutal, being honest.
Well,
and
Career did a funny rookie player moment where he forgot that he had to bow to the crowd after the win.
I like the hype from Career, though. Some good energy, some good moments in the player cams, so it was good to see. A lot of fun there. Had some great moments on the Bard as well. Shivu with a great game one. Pretty quiet game two. Well, that's not really his fault.
Yeah.
And we got to see Showmaker's LeBlanc.
We did.
There's Lucid.
L is for Lucid. Also giving them the L.
Wow.
Every single time.
Yeah.
Showmaker, let's see it. He's not going to flex on the rookie.
Yeah.
We did get to see his madness.
He did just do some crazy stuff.
It's the LeBlanc dream. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like it. He's definitely got kind of like the Lahen's energy.
I'm liking the vibe from Korea so far, you know? Bit of a cheeky chappy.
Yeah, a cheeky chappy indeed. And now Group Elder. 2-0 over Group Baron. And yeah, outside of KT losing game one to DNS, not that close so far between our two groups.
I think kind of though the expected results in both of these specific matchups.
Yeah.
I think the DNS one obviously was a bit closer, but this one was not close. Not even slightly close. You know, I'm not sure what to add. I was thinking I would add something to that, but I'm kind of like, what more do I say? It wasn't close.
It wasn't close.
It was cool for Showmaker. It was a highlight reel for him.
Yeah.
Not so fun for Roma. But hey, he's been popping off in solo queue. We know he's got the hands on the sticks, right? Hopefully just doesn't end up against Showmaker Lucid bullying him constantly next time. We'll see what he can do in his next performance.
Well, you know, Bro does have a second mid laner as well in Fisher. So curious about if he'll be starting next time or if Romer's going to be given another chance.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it was a rough game, but also after a certain point in the matchup, like, what can you really do?
Yeah.
I also think, like, we're being real, this was a completely new roster for Bro. Like, 5 players replaced. You're going up against D+, who still maintain their top side and, you know, just have to slot in the bot lane And D+ were a very strong team last year. Obviously, you know, there were moments where they were not at the top, but like they finished the year strong in playoffs, giving good challenges to teams like T1. The start of the year was also strong in the LCK Cup. They looked like our strongest team at periods. So it was an uphill battle, and Bro are still trying to figure out how this new roster is going to fit together. So I think you just have to take this one and just be like, yeah, it wasn't a fun game. Let's learn from this. Let's improve from this.
Someone was screaming Oriana, as if he hasn't died enough.
He's died enough.
You don't need to target him anymore.
Yeah.
Well, Showmaker
Lucid did
actually
more damage than Showmaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lucid fan club eating well tonight.
Feasting.
Lucid did have a really great series too. I know Showmaker that he was kind of the, you know, obviously the flashy guy here in game number 2, but I do think that Lucid was fantastic as well, especially as Jarvan. As Showmaker though, he did the big boom boom damage. He was also fantastic tonight and only died once. So.
And he also used Actualizer and was like doing the thing.
Actualized them to death.
Yes. Yes, very much so.
He also played LeBlanc, which is pretty fun.
Yeah. And not support this time.
Yeah.
Which he did on the season opener.
In the season opener. So, pretty quick stuff in the second series as well. It does look like DK's looking strong, but I also do want to temper some expectations.
No. I think
this is against Bro.
You should believe in D+. I think at this point we should go all in. D+ will champions.
Is it the year of DK?
Ready to call it. It's the year of D+.
This time for real.
For real.
Okay, guys, we are done here for now. We're going to hand it over to Deer for the translation of the interview.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Deer for the POM interview translation with Showmaker on the side of D+ Kia. Congratulations! And with that, D+ Kia taking the win, Elder Group takes 2 wins on the first day. How do you feel? Today was an opening day. Giving the Elder Group 2 wins makes me really happy, and I want to keep it up. So with today's match, with the introduction of first selection, the side selection and draft order are now split. So how did you like playing with the new format? I felt like, you know, selecting the side, you know, it always felt like taking blue side and getting the first pick was always a big advantage. And I think it really will depend and come down on how the draft goes. I think there are some moments where the side is actually more important than the first or second pick. In game 1, with Rise, you took Ghost instead of Teleport, so can you explain why? With the new update. Ghost has actually been buffed, and I couldn't really tell the a really big difference on, you know, how good Teleport is, so that's why I took Ghost instead. Do you remember how many solo kills you got in game 2? We have to talk about it. You got 4 solo kills. And so from the moment you picked LeBlanc, did you plan on owning and taking charge of the game? You know, I wasn't really planning on playing LeBlanc. And, you know, somehow I ended up with her. And I feel like I was pretty lucky to, you know, play out such a really nice, smooth game. And it was your first match with your brand new rookie support career. It was his first LCK debut match. Was he truly not nervous at all? You know, he says that he's not nervous, but I think we can all feel that he is a little nervous, but I think he was really trying to have the most fun he can. You know, he's such a high energy player. We can see how outgoing he is through his stream. So how big is his impact in the team? He's so bright. And I feel like sometimes he is a little overboard, but obviously he brings such good energy to the team. It's really a positive thing. And of course, Coach Voice is also a new change. So there are a lot of people looking forward to hearing the Coach Voice, and we didn't actually hear from you guys today. It's our head coach, You know, I'm sure that a lot of people are imagining my head coach being really creative about his comments. Now, in the future, when we do use it, I'm sure we will have moments where we use it, but right now, I don't feel the need for it. And since D plus Kia went undefeated in the group battle last year, you guys are under the spotlight. So moving forward, what are your goals? You know, in the future, we want to make sure that we go undefeated as well. We want to keep on winning and become a strong team and just develop into a better team over time. And that's the end of the interview with Showmaker. And back to the space. Thank you.